Thank you very much. Thank you to DSA and to all of the very illuminating speakers today. Extremely informative, very passionate, articulate, and I'm just very honored to be in the presence of all these speakers today. So with that said, I promise I'm not going to deviate from the words that I put on paper to not elongate our time to frigid exposure this evening. So with that said, I will get started. So housing is a basic human right. We have said that ad nauseum today, but that is the truth. We all know that is the truth, just like healthcare. However, many in our government do not see it that way. And certainly Cape Cod's housing market is reflective of the latter, a bit of bad policy and a bit of classism. Add in the fact that we are coping with a pandemic and things have gone from bad to worse. It's projected that our national rent debt could reach close to 70 billion, by the end of the year, unless there is additional stimulus funding. An estimated 12.8 million Americans are set to owe an average of $5,400 from missed payments. A number of tenants have been unable to make their rent payments since the spring, as businesses have shuttered and unemployment has escalated. Renters have been allowed to stay in their homes thanks to federal and local eviction moratoriums. But these moratoriums are set to expire by January or sooner, leaving millions of Americans to either satisfy their back payments or face eviction. Cape Codders have limited options for housing and have to spend an unacceptably high share of their generally disproportionate incomes just to keep a roof over their heads. This means residents have little to nothing left over for essentials and basic needs. High rent burden affects nearly every income group in every neighborhood across our community. However, our middle class and those struggling to meet even a median income are suffering the most. This is unacceptable. Why? Because this is our home, and we all deserve to live here. We will not be bought and displaced. We need programs that favor our residents and not the guests that we allow in here. In a time of national crisis and under a national emergency, it is the duty of our local, state, and federal government and the strata to protect the people they govern for. We need a rent and mortgage cancellation initiative immediately that will relieve renters of their payment obligations until this national emergency is lifted, and establish a fund to bail out landlords for their losses, add in reimbursement to rent freezes, and ensure that we are supporting fair housing and tenant legal protections. The moratorium must be extended, full stop. Now, we have an extremely important day coming up on November 3rd. In fact, in my purview, it's a day that should be declared a national holiday, and a paid national holiday at that. That would be Election Day. So, if you have not already cast a ballot, I urge you to get out on Tuesday and vote. Vote for candidates that will step up and ensure that this moratorium is extended, that will fight to provide for economic protections for our communities, for our teachers, our children, our healthcare workers, our hospitality and service workers. Candidates that represent your values and our community values here in Cape Cod. The first step to mending what is broken is to get out the vote and vote in those candidates. Listen to the scientists, sovereignty for the Wampanoag, Black Lives Matter, and Happy Halloween. Thank you.